Hey everyone, welcome to Zeitgeist Zealots. I'm Forrest.
I'm Major.
I'm Robbie.
And I'm Coop.
And is that your scroll name?
Hey, that's next episode. Today, we're actually covering Invincible Season 2.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Atom Eve. Yes. Well, this is like, it's not really part of Season 2. It's just sort of like a, I guess, a special event, sort of like the Werewolf by Night. So, it's a television
backstory.
Yeah, it's sort of like like not really like a spin-off, but just like a self-contained like special episode. It's sort of it wasn't really a prequel to Season 2 because it kind of was just like all flashbacks.
Origin story.
Yeah, so we find Adam Eve's origin story. But we do get to see the Guardians of the Globe once again.
Yeah, since they died right away before.
Yeah, so we got to see them, except the Immortal. So apparently Green Ghost was a male this time. So I'm guessing that girl in the lizard league is going to be the new female Green Ghost.
Oh, maybe.
So that was interesting. But yeah, I thought the action in the opening scene was great. We also know that this is when Omni-Man joined the team, or had just joined the team. And so this was pretty cool to see all of them again.
Apparently when he first got his new suit, too.
I guess, yeah. So
it was funny how they're all just
joins the team.
They're all just basically having a conversation while they're fighting these people.
Which is basically like if you read any like teen comic with superheroes is basically what's going on anyway. This was great. So we see the doctor, what's his name, Brandyworth.
Yeah. So the bad guys, they were the Lizard League. We had heard about them in season 1.
Yeah, pretty much a homage or ripoff of the Serpent Society from Marvel. But that's kind of what all Invincible is. It's basically just like essentially ripping off the Superman mythos and sort of combining it with like the teenage angst of Spider-Man. And let's be honest, like with the Vitramites, whatever, are the exact same as Kryptonians. Yeah, exact same as Kryptonians. Except
right. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. For the most part.
So all of a sudden the Vitramites don't seem so big and bad though after this episode.
They focused on Adam Eve pretty much. So the only Vitramite we saw in this one was Omni-Man, and
at the end we'll talk about that.
But here's dude, this episode was deep, man. So Adam and Eve can beat Omni-Man 100%.
I guess we'll have to see, because I don't know if they fight in the comics.
100%.
Do they fight in the comics?
She's the only one who could ever beat him.
I can't remember.
Besides another.
No, there's someone stronger. Omni-Man gets his ass kicked a couple times, I think.
Well, there's like Battle Beast, I think, and I think like there's Thrag, who is like the main, I guess, villain of the Invincible verse. He's like the General Zod of the Invincible universe. But let's talk about Atom Eve. We can talk about the season 2 trailer. Everyone watched the season 2 trailer as well?
No. Yeah. I'm trying to get that spoiler free, but I guess we can talk about it.
I mean, really all it is it's just like showing scenes without like spoiling any of the plot, except like he's about to graduate high school. That's probably the only spoiler there, but pretty much just like.
But we would already know that, right?
It's just showing all the voice actors, pretty much.
I did see the part about how many voice actors there are.
Well, it didn't show any of the new characters because it says it should just showed like all the old voice actors from season 1 that were coming back and their character, but like it says like introducing and like showed all like literally like 30 names.
Right.
And the last one was Peter Cullen, who voiced Optimus Prime. And he was
I believe the last one was J.K. Simmons.
The penultimate one. I thought you said you hadn't seen it yet.
I saw, like I said, I just saw the names.
Oh, okay. I saw the penultimate name was Peter Cullen.
Any of the scenes.
But he was like, Vitramite versus Vitramite. That hasn't happened since the Great Purge. So I wonder if he was a Vitramite too. But yeah, it's interesting. I guess we're gonna be in space. I think I read in the comics a little past after where season 1 ended. Like after he goes to find Omni-Man on a different planet, and he has like another kid. So I think, and I read like most of the Angstrom Levy stuff, or a little bit like the opening of that. But yeah, I need to get back into it.
I can't wait to get back into it. I'm definitely gonna rewatch.
I've been enjoying the compendium of that.
Have you finished it yet, Rob?
No, I'm like halfway through it.
Oh, okay. What's happening right now?
Well, there was like this huge alien invasion, and now they're having like the school got pushed and.
Whoa! Spoilers.
Yeah, I think like is there like a character called like Omnipotus or something like that? He's like the Galactus of the Invincible universe, like Omnipotus, and like all the Guardians of the Globe were trying to fight him.
Not that I've seen yet.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's very like there was like the first arc with Angstrom Levy. I think it just concluded, and like there was like a crossover with some other characters, but some other Image characters like Savage Dragon. But yeah, I need to get back into it. Like I read it like probably like when the first before the first season came out. I think I read like first couple issues or first couple trades. But yeah, so this episode was that Adam Eve, and I don't know if this is actually based off a comic story. If this is like just written exclusively for.
I believe it is based off of a comic that they released.
Okay.
Who they started hinting at slowly is like Angstrom Levy, who could like teleport between dimensions or something.
Yeah, he's sort of like the Kang. Well, Kang doesn't really go back. There's different versions of Kang, but he's sort of like based off Kang the Conqueror because like Kang can like interact with different.
Is that who you were talking about? I had to look back what his name was.
Well, he like basically like takes all the knowledge from all his multiversal selves and like puts it into his own brain. So there's like a gigantic brain.
Yeah, because he grabbed one that there was like apparently it was a dimension where Matt and Omni-Man, he actually agreed to his dad and they're taking over the world.
Oh, okay. EVE-incible.
And like there's some nuclear war or something.
Yeah.
And that version of Angstrom got teleported right before Omni-Man almost killed him, and then he's showing him all the other cells of himself.
Oh, yes. And I think he takes him to a world where like all his multiversal selves, like a world where there's no men.
And he just picked up the what are they called? Those twins that are clones.
Oh yeah, the baller
twins.
Yeah. He picked them up to do something, but he hasn't revealed what it was.
Oh yeah, because they're good at
because he'd be like
transferring consciousness to a clone or to a different.
They were like, what's in it for me? And there's like, well, I could just bring you back to your cell that I took you out of. It's like point taken.
Yeah. So anyway, we saw the doctor taking Eve's mom out of the laboratory where the Guardians of the Globe and the Lizard League are fighting.
Doctor with a conscience, Doctor.
And Dr. Brandyworth. I'm about to say Brandywine. Like, isn't that like a Hobbit name?
That's a Hobbit. Yeah, Hobbit's last name is Brandywine.
So Dr.
But he gets a call from Erickson. Sounds like his demanding boss.
I didn't know it was Lance Reddick, who just died recently. He was the not the maitre d', but like the hotel manager in the John Wick movies.
Oh wow, really? Oh.
Yeah, so he had just died. So I thought
that's a shame.
John Wick. Yeah, I thought John Wick 4 was like his last movie, but it was like, it was nice to see or hear his voice again because I'm a huge Wire fan, and he was on that show. So that was cool to hear him, and his character does sort of look like him too. But so he's like the bad guy in this episode, and so basically the mom dies, or so we think, at birth, and they give give Eve to someone a couple who
the Wilkins.
The Wilkins
who thought they lost their baby, and then they brought him back to life. Wink, wink. Brought her back to life.
Which reminds me of a Flash story where Barry Allen had a twin brother, and the doctor accidentally killed the Thawne's baby, so he gave Barry Allen's twin to the Thawne family. He became a supervillain later on, but that's what made me think of that. But I'm sure it's not the first time like someone's like tried to hit a baby with a couple whose baby died in birth. But but was I mistaken that she was giving birth to twins?
I
think she was
see a twin.
So I thought
so.
I thought he mentioned twins, like you're having twins. And we just saw him bring the one baby to the Wilkins. I wonder if there's like another baby that he brought to someone else. But I might have misheard. I only watched it once.
I don't have anything on my notes about twins. I might have missed it too.
It's like Sherlock says, it's never twins.
It's never twins.
Unless you've seen The Prestige. Because when Christopher Nolan does it, then it's okay. So there's we have there's a flash forward and she meets her
So we have a
friend called
montage.
Yeah, montage where she's
I like
really
how she
smart.
likes Legos. That's good writing. What kind of toy does a kid grow up playing? Like Legos. That makes a lot of sense. I like that. And then later on it turns in the building blocks for Adam. So that was cool.
Oh yeah, remember she's like just a baby. She's like staring into space, but she's really like staring at molecules or atoms. I guess.
Right. I love how this baby's like telling the babysitter tells their parents like your daughter's a genius, and that dad has a huge stick up his ass. I wonder why. But
he wanted a boy.
Jeez, I mean, yeah, like especially for having like a miracle daughter, because like you thought your child was dead, and they were able to save her life and bring her back, and like you clearly just wish like the doctors didn't try that hard.
Well, to be fair to him, he did pay for that school for her to go to. So
and then he was like, "We were told you were special." Yeah, by a babysitter. That's on you for listening to them.
Yeah. So, but she eventually goes to public school, and I guess she has no friends there. But I was thinking like Rexplode, or who was the other girl in the group? Duplicate. Yes. It's always nice that they just have convenient names to where they.
Yeah, I know. There's no way in hell I would remember that name except I can remember her power. Like that's so.
Her name's Kate.
Yes.
Yeah.
But after that scene, we cut to seeing Dr. Bradyworth's replacement. Never caught his name or whatever.
I think Rogers.
Giving an injection to a child, if you can call it that. Ew, gross.
Her brother, yeah. So apparently, I guess the phase 2 and the phase 3 and phase 4, they can manipulate organic matter, whereas Adam Eve can't. She can only manipulate inorganic matter. Well, that was my understanding.
Because she has a subconscious block, I feel like if we get past the subconscious block, then she'll be able to manipulate organic matter. But yeah, at the moment she can't manipulate.
Yeah, she won't be able to defeat Omni-Man until she can, Tip.
She wanted to warp a squirrel into
I don't know. Dude, I think her first, so we see like her first like battle is against these guys trying to steal some puppies. Hilarious. Yeah. Right? And she turns their mass into like lead or steel or whatever, and they just drop to the ground. That seems like an incredibly effective tactic. Like anytime you're fighting someone, just turn all their clothes into like steel or lead or something.
Yeah.
You know, something really heavy. And then just trap them where they are. Just
I know she could use that against I guess the phase 2 wasn't wearing a whole lot of clothes, so like a loincloth, I guess. Or I guess that's not quite later on to the story, but she shows her powers to Val, and Val like just ghosts her.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, she finally gets a friend after all this time, after being alone, being a weirdo, and then she finally gets powers so she can make the change. She wants to friend. It's cool. She wants to like change the world, and then she gets superhero powers so she can change the world, and then her only friend abandons her.
Tisk tisk. And then she decides to then she discovers her powers when she turns this is before. Yeah, but she becomes
a math book.
Into a Harry Potter book.
Into Crystal.
And then
right?
and then Invincible gets canceled. No,
I do want to say though, interestingly, for later on we find out like Dr. Bradyworth, spoiler, it's still alive, right? Yep. And one of the examples he gives of her using their powers is turning paper into rock. And I was like, is he just like creeping on her through her bedroom window? Is he just like spying on her in her own room?
It's just like that
was specific.
That's a very specific. Have you turned paper into rock? How'd you know? That's a very specific.
It's like Herbert the pervert watching Chris and Family Guy. It's like on the ladder. And he just like falls back. That's actually a parody of Animal House, but
oh no.
So that was a little creepy.
But cool. You know, I wish I had the power to change my boring ass snack into a hamburger. I could not tell you how fat or how jacked I would get. No, I would just turn everything into lean protein. I would be so ripped. That'd be a great superpower. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and then
so
you also just fix world hunger real fast.
you can turn garbage into
Water.
food. Yeah.
You could take all the lead out of the pipes. I mean, like this. Really, I think she's the worst superhero ever. I think she's the real monster and the real villain in this comic book series because she has the power to fix everything, and she just flies off into a treehouse and separates herself from everyone in season 1.
Yeah, there was.
I'm joking, of course.
Yeah, there was a lot of interesting way how she like became a superhero, like her choice of costume. She's like color pink because I guess she can manipulate atoms so that they're pink
because she likes pink. Oh, but so after she scares her friend off, we see this squirrel and she tries to turn into a dog, and then we see this homeless man. And we find out later on it's Dr. Brandy, but he's just a creepy homeless man.
Yeah, like what he's wearing there.
And then she creates a superhero costume. She's got like her Batman and Robin. She's got like her Robin eye covers on, and a pink hoodie.
Never have to change your clothes again. Just think about what you want to wear.
Oh my gosh! I mean, this really is like the greatest superpowers ever. I just want to take a special second to remind our listeners at home to spay and neuter their pets.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. This ad brought to you by Bob Barker. May you rest in peace. So Sam tries to stop 2 guys from stealing a bunch of stray dogs. Like I said before, she turned her mask into metals. I just think this is probably one of the most effective things she could possibly do. What else could she do? What substance could she turn their shoes into to stop them in their place? Glue, right? Or cement. Just turn it into cement, and they just like drop like lead. But
yeah, it was a pretty effective tactic, I guess. You should use it in the final battle, but trying to think.
Anyway,
but eventually, I guess the drone catches Adam Eve fighting the dog nappers, and there was they send the phase 2 and 3 and 4 after them. So then there's the final battle on the bridge. So,
dude, this season is gonna be so good. Now that we know that like there is, I mean, she can beat Omni-Man, right? Yeah. We know there's somebody out there who can. Yeah.
Yeah, but we also know the comics and we know they don't fight.
Yeah, but this isn't the comics, man.
You know how she beats Omni-Man? She sleeps with Omni-Man's son. Plot twist.
No, she alters the molecules in his brain.
But you can't affect organic matter.
Yes, she can. Remember she broke through?
It looked like she broke through. I thought she broke through.
Like erased their memory of herself or something.
She went
no. Remember, no. She healed herself.
No, she actually like repaired her suit, but then you notice the bleeding kept going. She didn't heal herself.
No, later. No, the second time she did.
Yeah, when she's at home, she's not bleeding. Later on, she gets hugged by her mom. I think she did heal herself.
Oh yeah, maybe
she did.
Let me ask you this:
she did.
If you were
and she picked the organic matter up into the air, which she couldn't do before. They lifted into the air and glowed.
Oh,
so
she did,
yeah.
yes.
I mean, that was part of
it. I think she has the ability, but she's got to like.
She's got to Hulk out. It's gonna go Super Saiyan.
Right.
Or
She's got to Hulk
Samantha.
out.
Yeah, I wonder if she remembers herself. Like whatever that form's called. Just going into that.
I like Super Samantha or Super Salmon.
Super Samantha.
Yeah, so I thought like
Sammy.
I thought phase 2, 3, and 4 were definitely probably the most sympathetic villains in the Invincible universe.
Let's talk about this. Is this a subtle dig at Marvel? Like there are 5 phases, and he's talking about how there's like each one is worse than the one before. Is this a subtle dig at MCU? Shots fired.
That'd be funny.
I mean, why would you call them phases? That doesn't make any sense. Wait, phase 1, phase 2. No, this is like
that was, dude. Major, I would agree. That is totally
That's a
dig.
dig.
I think, yeah, I could dig it. I mean,
Yeah.
I could dig the
Shots fired. I wish we were doing video because I could just clip this and make a YouTube short, put it on TikTok, make it go viral. But we don't. We're a podcast. So make sure to like and tell your friends about that because that's the best way small podcasts like us grow. You can also tweet us at Zizilla Podcast on Twitter. Now back to the show.
And that insight could change the face of the world.
Yes. So after like the battle, all phase 4 dies first, which was I think the worst of the. Well, we'll see how phase 5 turns out. Phase 5 doesn't blow me away either, but I think that phase 3 died and phase 2 was the last one, and then he just I think he just like wears himself out and he just like dissolves.
Damn Force. Now I've got the unofficial Halo 2 theme song stuck in my head.
We need to place.
That's the official one. No, the unofficial. "Blow Me Away" by Breaking Benjamin.
Oh, nice. So, I think that these are very sympathetic. They're very interesting villains because like I like the way that like they could like I thought the battle on the bridge was very well done.
The battle on the bridge was excellent, dude.
That was really good.
It was even better than the one on the Winter Soldier.
All the little
and
things
Deadpool.
that she thought of doing like on the spot.
Yeah.
Well, they could also animate, so they could do a lot more stuff.
I did think it was kind of lame that like phase 3 was killed by Brandyworth just running over one of them with a car. That seemed like a cop out.
It was like right before she's about to die, and then the moment is, all is lost moment, and then boom, hit by a car. Spoiler alert: it's Brandyworth.
Yeah.
Back at it again.
And then
when it's the one car you can't see in the windows if there's somebody.
Right.
Don't want to reveal yet. Basically,
McBrandyworth instead of McGuffin.
Yeah.
The bridge scene I thought it was just really great.
Yeah, I thought it was a great. It was the action in this show was just great. I mean, the opening with the Guardians of the Globe and the Lizard League, as I already said, was extremely well done. So it's like very well choreographed.
It's exciting.
Yeah, so I'm really.
The pacing was so good in this episode too. Many special.
Yeah. Yeah, whoever is in charge of like the editing of the show and like getting that down. Dang, dude.
I mean, it's
very good.
It's definitely worth the wait because like when did the first Invincible season come out? 2021. So it's been 2 years, right?
Yeah, which is good. It's worth it.
Yeah, it's absolutely worth the long wait. And I'm just glad that the actors' strike and writers' strike won't affect this because everything else is being affected. But at least we're gonna be getting this in November, which is a ways away. But I think it'll be worth it. And I think we're in The Boys before that, aren't we? Season 3.
July 24th. Oh, is that coming? No, July 24th is tomorrow. It's coming out soon though.
Yep.
Or there's that Gen V show, which I don't really care about. That's coming out. It's like the college for superheroes.
Right.
Yeah.
On
I know The Boys season 4 is anticipated early 2024.
Okay, I mean that's probably a good push, like everything else. But yeah, so let's go to the finale of this episode. It was in the lab, and we find out that Eve's mother is still alive.
Yeah,
she's basically just been used as like a breeding.
Oh, gross, dude. Yeah.
Gen Z comes out September 29th, 2023 this year. Drops the first 3 episodes on the 29th.
What? Just 3 episodes on the 29th of what month?
September.
Okay, all right, that's a little farther.
Genevieve?
No, Gen V, like Gen Z.
Yeah,
but it's
Gen
like
V.
Wait, I thought The Boys was coming out this summer.
No, I think we're getting because they want this Gen V.
That was last year.
They want to release the spinoff first,
Oh. What?
So they release season 4, then no one's really gonna watch. I mean, I think they will watch the spinoff, but I think they want to they wanted to push the show.
Yeah, or maybe the spinoff will like feed into season 4 and set something up.
Yeah, that's
I'm thinking,
probably crossover, but I don't know. It doesn't look. It doesn't. I mean, I'm just looking for The Boys. So, we find out her mom's still alive, sort of. But
Gross.
then
Horrific.
Erickson.
It makes those villains look really bad.
Oh yeah, I think Erickson's a complete asshole. Do you think he's gonna come back in season 2? I'm thinking so.
That'd be good writing if they introduce.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the guy who had his brain wiped?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the boss in charge.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. But he won't remember. He won't remember the girl. He altered the molecules in his brain.
That's true.
Any of the employees that were working for him were like, so this thing we were working on, who?
It'd be hilarious. It's like,
and they all just remind him and keep working on it.
yeah.
That's the files. You see them?
Their memories get wiped, and then they just like pull up the security camera, and they're like, "Oh, that's what happened." And they just head back to normal.
Yeah, they were back on track.
Damn it.
Yeah, and then we saw she goes home, and she changes the picture. Well, her dad had a piece of cake because he couldn't. He was really hungry, I guess.
You had cake without me?
Yeah.
He was just a fat ass, dude. I mean, damn. Leave him alone.
I'm telling you right now, if I'm throwing my daughter a birthday party and she's late, I'm having one cake per hour she's late. And I'm sitting there waiting for her. I'm having one.
You mean one cake?
Yeah, one cake. Yeah, I mean one cake.
Yeah, but Major, you're not
One whole cake.
Don't be late.
Major, but you're not a sad sack. You would probably eat some cake, but then also when she got there, hug her and celebrate, not be a dick like that guy was.
So Major, you would start off on my Super Sweet 16. You would start off on my Super Sweet 16 show and then wind up on my 600-pound life show.
Oh, damn.
Only she's late like her mother.
So, anyway, but yeah, this was a great episode. We got to talk about the ending scene with Omni-Man, and we Mark is ducted.
Pants? That is the only reasonable, logical explanation for the series of faces he made. Right?
I think he was like this, like mad because I guess Mark hadn't shown his powers, and he just went to like a.
He's never gonna turn in. He's like he's never gonna get superpowers.
Yeah, I think he was just like I should just like.
He almost went back into his actual self, but then he was like,
okay. Yeah. So it was first anger, then regret, and then deep sadness.
I was wondering if it was about him or that he was told to finish.
I thought maybe
I think he's like, this kid's a lost cause. He doesn't have any powers. I'm supposed to like spread the Vitramite gene throughout the universe, and he's just like he hasn't shown any powers yet. So I should probably just like kill them. But
what was that? Actually, kill him real fast.
But he wants he like his.
And then
mission,
he thought about it, and then it made him sad, and it made him very sad. However, if you rewatch the last scene, and instead you think about him shitting his pants.
Yeah,
it's very funny instead.
I'd be very sad if I shit my pants without it, instead of because
Yeah,
it would be sad.
I'm only sad if I poop my pants away from home.
Yeah,
if I poop my pants at home, it's not a big deal.
That's true, and he has super speed, so he probably wash them real quick.
Right.
As long as Tip has a sock, he's fine.
Yeah, and if it runs down your leg in public, man, that's really sad.
You don't wear shorts if you're gonna shit your pants. Well, you're not shitting your pants; you're shitting your shorts. So
don't like overdo it on the
Hey
prune
guys,
juice.
you heard it from here. It's like I Zealots giving out pro-life advice. You live that alpha male life or whatever is trending on.
Remember that Kmart commercial? I just shipped my pants.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Can I ship my pants?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
ship my pants.
Back when.
What a shame! I can't believe that didn't save that company. That's a bummer.
Yeah, that was like just great marketing. Like we're tanking, and like they just hired like these marketing geniuses, and it just wasn't enough. So, this was great. I think this was a surprise too. I don't think they announced this ahead of time. They just dropped.
Hear about it.
They dropped the season 2 trailer, and then they just dropped this special episode, and I was like, oh,
silent, sneaky drop. I love it.
A very pleasant surprise.
Do it for the fans. Do it for the fandom. Do it for the boys. I love it.
Absolutely. But yeah, I'm looking forward to season 2. It's coming out in November, so we're getting it before the boys. So Amazon's just like killing it with these comic book adaptations. So I hope they do more. I hope they like adapt like some of the creator-owned stuff. I mean, obviously the boys and Invincible is that, but like more creator-owned stuff because I think Netflix is. Well, we got to talk about Netflix's One Piece trailer. Did y'all watch that?
Oh no!
This power of story. Right.
Oh yeah, he did The Walking Dead. That's like the biggest show on AMC, probably one of the biggest shows in cable history. And now there's like how many spin-offs now? There's like one with there's like Fear the Walking Dead.
9.
Probably yeah, because there's like Fear the Walking Dead. There was like Tales of the Walking Dead. There was like another one like that was like canceled recently. So there was the Dead City with Negan and Glenn's girlfriend, and then there was the one with Daryl Dixon's coming out, and they're doing with Michonne and Rick. So it's like that's 6 spinoffs already. So
Did you see the Broadway spinoff? The spinoff on Broadway?
The Dancing
Dead?
There you go. That's good. You win. Yeah, I was like, where's he going with this? Or the Walking Dead, the Walking Dance. I don't know, yeah, you win. That's better.
Let me ask you guys this.
The Singing Dead. Brains,
Disney.
brains, brains, brains. All we want is brains. Brains, 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 brains.
Oh, I love that song, Brains, Brains, Brains. And then can you please
got brains.
Can you please hand me back my hand? I love that classic. Hand me back my hand.
Brains, brains, brains.
Yeah, so they have 6. The Walking Dead has 6 spin-off shows.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
and I think AMC and Kirkman had a falling out just because they just weren't paying him enough per show. But he probably has like so much money now, and he has like they did like another one of his shows on like Cinemax, I think, called like Outcast. It was actually filmed in York, South Carolina. Parts of it, yeah. So I never seen it, but I think it had only like 2 seasons. I don't know why any of us
would care about that, but that is a fun fact. Oh, that's by close to where The Patriot was filmed, maybe.
And part of the best was filmed near Blacksburg, near York. Not really near York, but like sort of upper South Carolina crust. But yeah, so I need to watch Outcast at some point. But it's just like one of those shows that like just fell under the radar. And no one really talked about it because, like, no one talks about Cinemax shows.
Yeah, because it's on Cinemax.
Yeah, that's like, it's like, there's HBO is the king, then Showtime, then Stars, and then Cinemax. And Cinemax, like even like Star shows.
You have to really be desperate to
well, like Ash versus Evil Dead and like American Gods are like the only reason I have a Star subscription, and because like no one watches or heard of Stars, those both only lasted 3 seasons. But they've been on like HBO or like they probably would have lasted a lot longer, but or even Netflix. But
one of my favorite.
It's like no one knows about Stars. Yeah.
One of my favorite comedians put out like a new stand-up special on like Paramount Plus, and I was like, "Oh, great! No one's gonna ever see this. Should just release it on YouTube."
Well, people love Yellowstone. Apparently,
that's true.
So people are watching. I mean, I think Halo had some good. Halo was the only reason I had Paramount Plus, but
yeah. Well, all right. Let me ask you guys this: since Amazon has seen some huge success with comic book movies and some absolute abysmal, terrible failure with the Lord of the Rings adaptation.
Yep.
Disney has a total market cap of $159 billion with a B dollars, whereas Amazon's sitting around 1.3 trillion with a T. So what if? So let's say Disney wants to sell Marvel. Would you rather they sell it to Amazon or Apple?
Amazon, please.
I mean, yeah, they already shown that they can do superheroes and they can do dark superhero adaptation, which is what we want to see.
Apple is so lame, dude. I have this commercial that keeps coming on my Spotify because I'm too cheap.
Oh, well, Apple's definitely
Apple TV.
Apple's Apple's definitely getting some better quality programming because they haven't done like anything comic book related, which I think they're missing out on. There's like so many creator and stuff out there. And like the Valiant universe, which is another great untapped superhero universe, shared universe. They should be doing, but I think Apple is very anti-comic book right now. But they have like a few people love that show Severance.
Yeah,
and
it looked really good.
What's the other one? Ted Lasso. So those are like
Ted Lasso's. Yep.
Those are like their 2 big shows. There's like another show like Foundation based off of Asimov's. Oh yeah, Silo. I've heard about. So they're getting better shows but I think like they've had a lot of duds too. So But
Apple's
hopefully,
got a $3 trillion market cap. So if they really,
well, I think Disney
Disney
is thinking to sell some stuff because it costs like $8 billion to run their television. division.
They lost almost $1 billion. They lost $900 million in their last 9 movies, and Blue Beetle is gonna.
That's Warner Brothers.
That's Warner Brothers. Sorry,
But
yes.
still.
But what's the next Marvel movie coming out? Oh, Miss Marvels.
The Marvels,
The
yeah.
Marvels.
Which the
That's
new trailer came out this week. There's more of the same as the last one, but I think we saw more of like the bad guy, and she's basically just the same as Kamala. She has
I'm the bad guy. Hey, what happens? Because the Marvel formula is to fight a bad person. The bad guy has the same superpowers as the good guy. What happens when the good guy keeps changing superpowers?
I don't know, but all 3 of them are fighting this one person, so it seems like even Captain Marvel isn't strong enough to fight this. This villain.
Dun.
They need all 3, but I don't know. I mean, I didn't hate the first. I mean, at least this one's gonna be in space.
Space.
So, but I didn't hate the first Captain Marvel. I liked the 90s nostalgia, but it was just sort of like a forgettable movie.
Are you looking forward to Secret Invasion season finale, which we will be covering? New episode.
I'm gonna look forward. I'm gonna be looking forward to finishing it. I'm looking forward to finishing it, so I'll never have to.
You didn't like the last episode?
I didn't like any of the episodes, but
Nah.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about Secret Invasion unless we have to. But let's talk about the one. Did y'all see the One Piece trailer? Oh, okay. Well, then that conversation's dead in the water. No pun intended. No pun intended.
Tell us about the One Piece trailer.
Well, it's about pirates.
Is it like a bikini or is it like a full cover?
Is it like a new trailer?
Yeah, it's a new trailer that came out because there's a teaser trailer.
I saw one of the first trailers, but I haven't seen it.
But it's like the longest running anime and manga.
Oh my god, there's so many episodes.
There's over 1,000 episodes, and there's probably
you tell me this series isn't all in one piece?
No, they still haven't found the One Piece yet, which is like, I guess, this giant treasure. That's like the main inciting incident, I guess. It's like they're all the pirates are looking for the One Piece, which is like some pirate king like left it behind. And
if they asked me, I could ship them their One Piece bathing suit.
What if after all of this, it was all a lie?
It's actually 2 pieces that broke. So I don't know, but yeah. So I think obviously they dropped the ball hard with Cowboy Bebop and with Death Note. So maybe 3rd time's the charm. We'll see.
Third time was
it's hard to turn
Nightmare
guy.
Action.
Yeah, so, but I think it's going to be adapted because apparently, from what I've read online, One Piece doesn't even the show doesn't get good until episode 30, during the Arlong Park saga or whatever. And I think that's what they're going to be adapting in this first season. He's like a guy with a softer nose. He's like a fish man.
Yeah, that would never happen these days. Oh, it gets good around episode 30.
But out of 1,000 episodes,
but you'll never get to 1,000 episodes.
It makes the 30 look pretty small.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. Maybe we can cut ahead. But I don't know. I started watching the first episode, still haven't finished it yet. So it tells you how much. It just seems like it's made for kids. It's just a little too silly. It's just pirates.
1,053 episodes of One Piece.
Yeah,
I've gotten pretty far through the manga, but it's been a long time since I read it.
So yeah, catch up, Simpsons. Jeez, what's holding you up?
CBR says One Piece has over 100 fillers, or about 10% of the whole series. So that's pretty good. I feel like I wonder how I'm gonna Google the filler for Dragon Ball Z, see what they say.
Oh, that's probably 80%.
You shut your whore mouth.
Well, if you're counting screaming.
In total, only about 38 of the anime's 291 episodes are actually filler.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna watch all 1,000 episodes, but maybe I'll because everyone says that you gotta get to the Alabasta arc, and that's when they're on the desert sea and they're sailing on the desert or something like that. The bad guy can turn to sand. So it's basically Pirates of the Caribbean meets X-Men, Pirates superpowers.
Hey, Forrest, if you were interested in watching all the episodes of One Piece,
yeah,
it would take you approximately 420 hours.
Woo.
That's the weed number.
Woo, 420. Wait,
Yeah.
how many days is that?
17 and a half, baby.
Oh, I can do it in like a little over 2 weeks. Just nonstop though, right?
Non-stop,
Yeah,
no
that's
sleep,
that's
and
no
no
sleep
break.
though.
What's it's like each episode's like what 22 minutes because of commercials? Or are they a full half hour?
Sounds about right.
I imagine
Yes.
22 minutes. Yeah, so each episode is between 22 and 24 minutes.
Okay.
You probably just watching at 1.5 speed. I don't know. Are you a fast reader? Is it
Oh,
English
nice.
or is it dubbed?
It's dubbed, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, probably the later episodes aren't like the new episodes aren't dubbed yet, but
Well,
I don't know. But everyone says like you start getting like hooked by episode 30 because that's when like the world building in this series is just amazing. There's like just so many characters and same thing with Bleach too. Bleach is like also a shit ton of episodes, but I don't know.
It's a freaking achievement to watch every episode.
I know, isn't it sad? Like thinking like you actually accomplished something by watching 1,000 episodes of something. Like I probably should have like written something.
Yeah, you do the math on that.
I
could have learned a language.
I saw a friend on
working
Facebook post recently about that he's officially caught up to One Piece.
And he's just like, and I wasted my life.
Well, he's been watching it like for years.
Oh yes, I mean
it's
like one of those things you're like, you just gotta like you had to like start because it was never on Toonami. If it like been on Toonami, I think we all been hooked. But I think they didn't start like showing it on Cartoon Network until
into Toonami was.
Yeah, it's in Toonami. And it wasn't even like on Adult Swim, I don't think. So so I'm looking like when does Bleach get good? What episode for it to get does it get juicy? And it's like once the group enters the Soul Society is when I started really liking it. Ichigo versus Renji was a highlight for me. So if you mean when does Bleach stop being it's episode 21. The Soul Society arc. So well, I don't know. Maybe I'll give One Piece a chance, just like because I think the show, the live action show, premieres in August 31st. So
Hey man, if you can give Piece a chance, you should give One Piece a chance.
Yeah, I'll watch the first episode, and we'll see if we can like watch it at the same time. And how about it's all Netflix? Like I think like most of the show is on it. Maybe not all 1,000 episodes, but a good chunk of the show, and I'll like
20 seasons, something like that.
Yeah, probably. So, but yeah, that's our show. Looking forward to more Invincible in November, and
we'll see. I can't wait.
When's
the boys?
Early 2024.
So they don't have us. Oh, okay, it's not.
No, and it's gonna be delayed now because of the writer's strike. And last time I heard, some executives were overheard saying, or stated directly to a reporter that they were just planning on waiting until October at least for
a date.
No, for the rent and the leases on all the writers' apartments or whatever to expire, and then they think that's going to bring the writers back to the table. So if that's their plan now, right? Like it sounds like they're rolling up their sleeves, and this could be in for the long haul.
Suffocate them out, basically.
Yeah, right. That's there have been some pretty shady tactics, pun intended, including I think one of the production studios, they were striking in front of cut down all of the trees, or sorry, not all. They didn't cut down the trees. They like delimbed, like shade back, like they cut all the tree limbs off of it to get rid of all the shade during this record heat wave. So there wasn't any shade for the writer's strike. When they were questioned about it, they said they had permits, but the city said there were no permits on file. And it was the incorrect season to cut those trees. So it looks like a anti-union, anti-striking tactic. So I don't know. Interesting. We'll see. Good luck, fair markets. Let capitalism win. Hear ye, hear ye.
And they hear about just a random thing. You hear about those Just Stop Oil thing over in London?
No, what happened?
All the all the people blocking traffic, and
I heard a woman got out of the car and dragged another woman by the hair.
yeah, that's one of the trending. Because they're just pissing people off. It's not going to help your cause if you're just pissing
It's
them
not how.
off.
And like here's
Yeah, don't target the common person when you're trying to.
Because apparently they started another group called Just Stop Pissing People Off. That's actually the name of it. They got shirts and everything, and they started surrounding them to stop them from blocking traffic. And they all got shirts that just said, "Just stop pissing people off." To just
that's amazing. We are protesting your protest, protesting something else.
Protest your protest.
As long as it's peaceful.
Made you want to plug our social media?
Yeah, man, I absolutely do. Zealots, thanks so much for listening to the episode. We appreciate it so much. You guys, I hope you're feeling as invincible as we are. Because we'll be back here actually this week to cover Secret Invasion. Make sure to subscribe if you want to catch that so you don't forget. We'll get that notification popped up for you there. You can tweet us at Ziza Podcast on Twitter. Love to hear what you thought about this surprise special episode. Man, it was fire. Are you looking forward to Invincible Season 2 as much as we are? Thanks so much, guys, for listening. We really appreciate it.
I'm Forrest.
I'm Major.
Now I'm Robbie.
Is Tip awake?
Tip's awake over there.
And
okay.
Tip is also here.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
But where'd that werewolf go? Thanks for listening.